Welcome to this explainer. Okay, let's dive right into what is arguably the single biggest frustration Singaporeans in their 40s and 50s have when it comes to CPF. If you've been looking at your statements lately and just feeling completely lost in that alphabet soup of BRS, FRS, and ERS, well, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to totally demystify these retirement sums so you can actually plan your financial future with absolute clarity. Seriously, if you're feeling overwhelmed watching those retirement targets climb higher every single year, you are exactly who we're doing this for today. It's incredibly common to feel like you're just constantly chasing a moving goalpost. You save, you plan, and bam, the target goes up again, right? It almost feels like the system is designed to keep you playing catch up. But as you'll see, understanding the actual mechanics behind this puts you firmly back in the driver's seat. But hey, before we even look at the specific numbers, let's all just take a collective breath and let out a massive sigh of relief. Missing your target at age 55 is not a fine. There's no penalty, nobody's coming after you. That old, stressful binary pass or fail system from before 2016, totally gone. Today, if you happen to fall short of the target, you simply receive a proportionately lower monthly payout when you retire. Basically, your retirement account balance just dictates your CPF life payout. It's really that straightforward. So this brings us to what I like to call the Goldilocks framework for the 2026 cohort. The system gets that everyone's retirement needs look a bit different. So you've got the basic retirement sum, the BRS, at $110,200. This is your go-to option if you pleasure property that covers your lifetime. Then, way on the high end is the ERS, the enhanced retirement sum, at $440,800. Notice that's exactly 4 times the BRS. That's your supersized option if you want the absolute maximum annuity payouts. And sitting comfortably right in the middle is the FRS. The full retirement sum, or FRS, currently at $220,400 for 2026, is your standard default anchor target. This one requires full cash, so no property pledge is needed. Now, you might be wondering, why is this the anchor? Well, hitting this exact number is designed to give you a really solid foundation. We're talking roughly $1,600 to $1,900 a month for life starting at age 65. Think of it as the baseline for a comfortable, independent retirement right here in Singapore. But of course, we have to talk about the elephant in the room. The burning question, the one that honestly causes so much stress, is why this exact number keeps going up by roughly 3 to 3.5% every single year. When you look at that 2026 figure and compare it to last year's, it's super natural to just throw your hands up and ask, when does it actually stop? Well, the increases are absolutely not arbitrary. Think about it like this. A monthly payout of, say, $1,800 today definitely isn't going to buy you the same amount of groceries, transport, or plates of chicken rice in 10 years' time, right? The target sum has to rise to track inflation, adjust for rising wages, and most importantly, preserve your purchasing power. CPF actually periodically surveys what a real retirement lifestyle costs, and they adjust these targets so your future payouts reflect the actual real-world cost of living when you retire. And honestly, this brilliantly illustrates the absolute biggest myth we need to bust today regarding how long that goalpost actually keeps moving. Most of us look at those annual increases and think, great, the target rises forever, constantly slipping further and further out of reach into our 60s and 70s. But what actually happens, it is entirely different. And to be honest, it's incredibly empowering once you wrap your head around it. Okay, listen closely because this is the golden rule of cohort locking. Your FRS is locked at 55. It never changes. Let me repeat that. The goalpost completely stops moving on your 55th birthday. That annual 3 to 3.5% increase you keep seeing in the news, that only applies to the new cohorts turning 55 in that specific year. It absolutely does not retroactively raise the bar for you once you've crossed that 55 milestone. Let's look at the actual math here, because this is the ultimate family WhatsApp group chat mythbuster. Say you turned 55 in 2024. Your locked FRS target is around $198,800. Boom. That is your number forever. You are entirely 100% unaffected by the new $220,400 figure for the 2026 cohort. If you log in and your CPF dashboard shows an FRS shortfall today based on your older, locked number, don't panic. It's really just informational. Your target is permanently fixed.
Now, all of this brings us to exactly why you need to act with some urgency if you're currently in your 40s or early 50s. Your special account, the one earning that guaranteed 4% interest, which is well above standard bank deposit rates right now, it actually stops accepting top-ups the exact day you turn 55. After 55, your top-ups go straight into your retirement account. So those precious years of aggressive 4% compounding purely inside the special account, they are gone forever. That window permanently closes.
So to maximize this closing window, you really want to follow a super simple 3-step action plan. First, check your gap. Second, top up your special account to heavily leverage that 4% compounding. And third, this is the best part, claim up to $8,000 a year in income tax relief just for doing so. I mean, consider this. A $10,000 top-up at age 45 is going to compound into roughly $14,800 by the time you hit 55. That is literally 48% more money, sitting there with absolutely zero market risk. No-brainer, right? So, knowing that your specific cohort target is eventually going to lock in place, and knowing that your absolute best contribution window is going to slam shut on your 55th birthday, you have to ask yourself, where do you stand today? Are you on track for the BRS? The FRS, or are you aiming big for that supersized ERS? You need to know this. Seriously, whatever you do, please don't wait until the goalpost locks to find out if you actually made it. Go and use the CPF calculator right now to run your projection. See exactly how making voluntary top-ups today will completely transform your lifelong payouts tomorrow. Because remember, that 4% compounding window is closing a little bit more every single day. Think about it. If your 65-year-old self could look back at you right now, what would they wish you had done today?